Hello everyone, and welcome to another podcast of Porn News Today Live. I am Alex Mayers. Now, I want to discuss a post which was recently blogged on MikeSouth.com, which really truly illustrates the racist and incredibly anti-black mentality in today's American pornography industry. The post was titled, "Why Would Shay Evans Mislead by Racial Passing? She is a beautiful black girl, not a Latina. Why?" You know, I'm very disappointed in MikeSouth.com for even publishing this, because it's nothing more than an instance of bullying and an incredibly ignorant and uneducated instance of bullying. When Michael Struther was running that blog, I don't think anything like this ever would have been posted. But now it is. And it's so dumb because Shay Evans is not racial passing. For those of you out there who are not aware, Latina is not a race. Any race can be Latina. But we'll get to that a little bit later. Let me just read to you a bit of it. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I do want you to hear this. What else is she hiding? Does this hurt the production companies in the long run? When Holly Hendrix won Best New Starlet, there was a lot of talk about her ethnicity. Her agent had been marketing her as a Latina when in reality it turned out she was black. Her family came from a part of the Caribbean, who most residents are of African descent. How would an escort client view a person who has resorted to racial passing? How would they react after that? You all decide. But Holly Hendrix aside, because she never really tried to lie about it or about who she was. She also has said many times she doesn't care what you call her as long as you call her. She doesn't care about ethnicity, and that's a great attitude to take. But there are other black performers out there who are pretending to be Latina, who goes out of their way to flat out lie. But why? Shay Evans is a great example of a black performer who lies and says she is Puerto Rican. Take a look at her photo and see if you can tell the truth. Is Shay Evans Latin, or is she actually black? Shut the hell up. First off, whoever wrote this needs to come forward. Because for someone who's saying that someone who doesn't care about ethnicity is a great attitude to take, you most certainly do. And I mean, what are we doing? Are we going back to the days of the one drop rule in the porn industry? Is that what it is? Is it? Who wrote this? Was it someone who she turned down sexually? Was it someone who she turned down as a pimp? Is that what it is? Because that's what it sounds like to me. But let me show you all what this girl looks like, actually. And just so you know, this was the headline I was referring to right here. Here she is. Now, from my perspective, she's obviously black, and she could definitely be a Latina. Where I live, there's quite a few Latinas who look blacker than this. So I don't really understand what the issue is. But let me show you the actual definition or the answer to the question of, is Latin a race? That's on Google.com. Is Latino an ethnicity or a race? Here's the answer. Neither Hispanic nor Latino refers to a race, as a person of Latino/Hispanic ethnicity can be of any race. Like non-Latinos, a Latino can be of any race or combination of races. White, Caucasian, they could be black or African American, they could be Asian, Native American, Native Hawaiian, other Pacific Islander American, or two or more races, or a whole bunch of things. But I mean, what I really read when I look at this particular headline, what I really see is someone very openly saying, when it comes to the porn industry, no blacks allowed. Or when it comes to the porn industry, we want to keep the whites here and the coloreds over here. So that's a shame. That really is a shame, especially being that there are so many black performers who are openly Latino. Rico Strong, black, but he claims to be of Puerto Rican descent as well. So he's a Latino. Jack Napier, when I met him, when I was a performer, he told me that he was from Puerto Rico. He's obviously black, but he's Latin also. And when I really think about it, I can understand why black performers would simply label themselves Latino versus black. Because look at how badly blacks are treated in the porn industry. Blacks receive lower wages per scene than their counterparts of other ethnic backgrounds. But we're also called such hurtful, racial, derogatory terms. Look at what happened to me on almost a daily basis, and I have it in the freaking courts right now. On almost a daily basis, there are individuals linked in within the porn industry who think it's just fine to label me the N-word. Yeah. So I can see how a black performer may not want to deal with that sort of bullying, that level of hate. It hurts. It really does. So, black performers, from here on out, don't label yourselves black if you don't want to. And don't let anyone pressure you to either. Don't let anyone pressure you to label yourself something that you're not. But if you're a Latina or a Latino who happens to be at least partially of African descent, be a Latina or a Latino. If you are not multiracial and you're black, consider just labeling yourself American. Consider even labeling yourself English. Because a lot of Latins, they call themselves Spanish and they're not from Spain. So if you're black and you're speaking English, you can call yourself English. Hell, maybe even take it a step further and say that you're white. Because last time I checked, England was a country founded by white people, and if you're speaking English, you're English. I don't know. But anyways, you see what I'm saying there. So to Shay Evans, you be whatever you want to be. To every adult performer out there, you be whatever you want to be. You want to be transracial, fine. But remember, Latin is not a race. It's not. And to the racists in the porn industry, have a good night, everybody.